Mga ate at mga kuya, welcome back to Kuya Puto's channel. So lately po, the topic of immigration and the topic of population explosion, popular po dito yan sa Canada. And usually, all of the news is coming from a very specific place called Brampton. But unfortunately po, meron ako napanood kaninang umaga. Galing po sa BC, sa Vancouver. And it involves tayo, mga Pinoy. Halika, pag-usapan natin to. So guys, merong skandalo that's very unfortunate na nangyayari ngayon sa BC, British Columbia. It involves an immigration agency, Pilipino yata may-ari, called PLC or something like that. And marami daw silang ginoyo na mga Pilipino. And merong rally na nangyari. And it involves a lot of Filipinos that were promised something but never really received what they got promised.
Tama na! Sobra na! Refund na! Tama na! Sobra na! Refund na!
Sumugod sa opisina ng The Promised Land Consultancy ang advocacy group na Migrante BC Lunes ng gabi kasamang ilang kliyente ng ahensya na nagsampa ng reklamo laban sa PLC. Panawagan ay refund sa mga Pilipino na pinangakuan umano nila ng trabaho kapalit ng libo-libong dolyar.
Nagpunta po kami ng Canada as tourist and dito po sana ipapromise yung work permit as promised by the CEO pero wala pong nangyari.
We pay this hard-earned money and please talk to us.
Okay, let me get this straight. Nag-apply po sila to come to Canada as tourists. Turista. Okay? And apparently, itong PLC, they promised them job placement. Okay? And ito pong dalawang kabayans natin, they're claiming nagbayad po sila ng libo dito sa agency to para, in return, makapunta dito as tourists and later on get a job placement. Alam ko po, mga ate at mga kuya, na mahirap ang buhay sa Pilipinas. Doon kami nanggaling, kaya nga pumunta kami dito. Alam ko po, maraming gusto makipagsapalaran for a better life. Kami na rin po, ganun na din, kaya napunta kami dito years ago, right? Pero, may proseso po yan. As in, may proseso. If you go to Google, i-type nyo po the meaning of tourist, turista. So sabi po ni Google, the definition of tourist is a person who is traveling or visiting a place for pleasure. Okay? So, ibig sabihin po nun, bumibisita lang. Alright? Hindi po pumupunta dito para maghanap ng trabaho. Pumupunta po dito para bisitahin yung country. And ito po kasi problema. Mga kabayan natin sa Pilipinas, kung makikipagsapalaran kayo, if you're gonna make life-altering decisions, not only for you but your family, do some research. Okay? Huwag pabara-bara. Lalo na kung mag-i-invest kayo ng malaking halaga. Okay? Huwag kayong makikinig sa mga ate ninyo, sa mga kuya ninyo, sa mga aso ninyo, sa mga pusa ninyo, kay ninong, kay ninang, kay pastor. Okay? That's not how you do research on a life-altering decision. Napakadaming informations po dyan. Okay? You have a wealth of information available to you, not just on the internet, not just on literature available out there. You can contact so many legitimate agencies. You can go to canada.ca if Canada is the destination that you want to be. Meron mga proseso po yan. Yung turista, that's what it is. Pupunta kayo dito para bumisita. Okay? Kung goal ninyo is to become an immigrant or a citizen or whatever it is, gawin po natin sa tamang proseso. Like I said, kung maapektuhan yung kabuhayan ninyo, yung pamilya ninyo, yung salapi ninyo, your health, make sure you do your due diligence and do the proper research instead na makikinig kayo kung sino-sino. lalo na kung maglalabas kayo ng malaking pera.
Hawak ang banner na hustisya para sa mga biktima ng ahensya, panawagan na refund at itigil ang labor trafficking. Tinapala ng grupo ang pinto ng opisina ng PLC dahil umano sa mga pangakong napako.
Sana po matauhan naman po kayo dyan. Hindi naman po namin pinulot yung pera namin. Ang ayos-ayos po ng pag-uusap natin nung gusto nyo pa kaming pagbayarin. Ngayon po na hindi nyo naman na-meet yung mga promises nyo, sana panindigan nyo rin po kung ano nakasulat sa kontrata natin na i-refund nyo yung pera namin pag hindi po kami nakakuha ng job offer.
Alam nyo ba na dito, ang hirap maghanap ng trabaho ngayon? Okay, dahil yung mga international students, the population explosion in the last 5 years have taken a lot of spots that was supposed to go to younger generation Canadians. Yung pong anak ko, 14 years old, she asked me this summer if she can work part-time because gusto po niya ma-experience, just like every other Canadian youth, kung paano po makapagtrabaho and kumita ng sarili niyang pera. And because of the population explosion due to the immigration and international students coming in, blah, 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 sobrang hirap po makahanap ng trabaho ngayon. As in, my daughter, she's a Canadian-born citizen. And di po siya makahanap ng trabaho. Ang dami naming in-applyan, wala pong tumatawag in return. Di katulad nung araw. Mag-apply ka, within a day or so, may sagot ka na, tinatawagan ka na, when can you start? Paano pa itong mga immigration agencies na to na based sa Pilipinas or even here in Canada tapos ipapromise sa inyo nasa Pilipinas kayo na bibigyan kayo ng job placement? Yung mga tao nga dito, mga residents sa mga Canadians na nahihirapan maghanap ng trabaho, nahihirapan maghanap ng placement. Kayo pa, kung turista lang kayo dito. Sa tingin ninyo, sino bibigyan ng priority? Okay? Yung mga residente dito or somebody who's still in a different country. So, do your research. And guys, like I said, if your goal is to come here to become a resident, to become an immigrant, to become a citizen, may mga proseso po yan. Okay? Stop using loopholes. Yung mga pinapromise na itong mga agencies na yan, double check it, triple check it, quadruple check it, cross-reference it with Canada.ca. Okay? Nandun po lahat ng information na kailangan nyo malaman. Huwag kayo makikinig ganun-ganun lang. Problema kasi sa Pilipino kung kanino-kanino kayo nakikinig. Stop doing that. Do your own diligence. Information is available out there para hindi kayo mapahamak. Sabi nga po ni Idol Rafi Tulfo, I'm a big fan. Okay? Idol Rafi. Sabi po niya sa isa niyang episode, similar to what was going on right now, wala pong magiging manloloko kung walang magpapaloko. So, as Filipinos, we need to smarten up, lalo na yung mga nandoon sa ibang bansa trying to come in here. Do your due diligence.
Mayo ngayong taon nang lumapit ang 9 na Pilipinong turista sa Migrant Workers Office sa Vancouver para ireklamo ang The Promised Land Consultancy. Nagsampa rin ang mga ito ng reklamo sa Small Claims Court ng BC, umaasang mababawi ang mga pera na ibinayad. Noong isang linggo, inilabas ng Omni News ang reklamo ng isa pang Pilipino na nagbayad sa ahensya kapalit ng job offer na wala naman pala.
The immediate call to investigate and suspend, TPLC dahil hanggang ngayon po they're still operating, so marami pang nagagancho hanggang ngayon. So sana po matigilan na po sila.
Currently right now, yung mga naloko, yung mga nag-protest na mga kabayans natin sa BC, they're demanding a refund from this agency. And they're making this whole entire thing public. In my opinion po, my humble opinion, as a long-time resident dito sa Canada, that's very, very negative publicity sa mga Pilipino po. Alam niyo kung bakit? Because everybody knows, yung mga nagpo-protest po ngayon, they went and got tourist visas, right? And they're protesting dahil hindi daw sila binigyan ng job placement. And they want a refund. That makes us look bad. It really does. Alam niyo kung bakit? How do I say this? That makes us look so bad in front of Canadians. Dahil, believe it or not guys, yung itsura natin, as much as you want to deny it, we are ambassadors for Filipinos dito sa Canada. So when people hear about stuff like this, parang bumabaho yung itsura natin sa mga Canadians. Nasa-stereotype tayo. Like I said, naiintindihan ko, marami pong tao kapit patalim para pumunta dito for a better life. I totally understand that because ganun din ginawa namin nung araw. Pero dumaan po kami sa tamang proseso. Hindi po magandang publicity yan para sa atin. Dahil iisipin po ng maraming tao, we are the type of people that are not very honorable because we find ways to use loopholes to our advantage po to get into the country. Hindi naman po maganda yon. Because currently right now dito sa Canada, I'm pretty sure lahat ng Canadians na nanonood neto, alam nila that there's a certain place, Brampton, and there's a certain group of people, I'm not gonna name who, you guys know who they are, na, they are being placed in a very negative light in front of the public, in front of Canada, because yung mga kilos na ganyan. Okay? We need to stop taking advantage of our kabayans and instead we should start helping them. That's what creates, a very strong culture. That's what creates a very strong future para po sa mga kabataan natin.
Kinumpirma ng Migrant Workers Office sa Vancouver na sumulat na sila sa Canada Border Services Agency para imbestigahan ang mga reklamo sa PLC.
It's happening a lot, like parang open secret siya na a lot of people are using the LMIA work permit to sell it to other people. Kahit hindi naman dapat tinitinta po siya. LMIA should be free, provided by the employer. Pero yung mga iba, they are abusing it.
So sabi po nila, they want to file a complaint with the Canada Border Services Agency. You can look at this two ways. Okay? One way, tama po yun, because kung yung agency na yan is doing what they're doing, mali po yun. And they should be shut down and charged and fined and face all the legalities that can be thrown against them. Because, mali yun eh. As in mali. Pinapahamak nila yung mga tao. But the other flip of the coin, okay, yung mga nagpo-protesta po, if they file a complaint, what I can see happening is the Canada Border Services Agency will conduct an investigation tapos tatanungin sila, di ba turista ka? Isn't that what your visa says? And then, you were making a deal or you agreed to a deal with this agency in question na, bibigyan ka ng job placement when we all know that's not the purpose of your visa dito. So ano sasabihin ninyo? More than likely, baka ma-blacklist pa kayo. Because, let's face it, hindi naman turista talaga pakay nyo dito, di ba? Sasabihin sa inyo ng Borders Agency, ng Canada Border Service Agency, why don't you go through the right processes? Why were you trying to misrepresent or be a part of this whole misrepresentation? Malaking bagay po yun. Malaking black eye yun sa application ninyo. Baka ma-blacklist pa kayo. Okay? Dahil, integrity plays a huge part in anybody's application to come into Canada. The moment you commit fraud, basically, that's what it is. Intention nyo hindi 100% pure. So you're taking a big risk by doing that. This is why I always say, kailangan magdaan sa tamang proseso para at the end of the day, safe kayo. Wala kayong ililihim, wala kayong itatago. Lahat is 100% legit.
Walang bumaba na kinatawan ng PLC para harapin ang mga nagprotesta. Kinalaunan, dumating na ang mga pulis para pahupain ang sitwasyon.
Please talk to us. We have still time to talk and sit on this. We're all Filipino by the end of the day. So
Kasi hindi lang po kami ang biktima ngayon. Nakita po namin na marami po sa iba't ibang bahagi po ng mundo.
So guys, my heart goes out to the kabayans that we have right now na nagprotest dyan sa BC because hindi po madali. As in, hindi madali. And napaka discouraging po na marinig na meron po mga kabayans dyan, that are still taking advantage of other kabayans. It's really unfortunate, because the last thing we want is to be seen by Canadians as a culture that is not trustworthy. When we hear stories about, nagbebenta ng LMIA or mga agencies making false promises and then yung mga tao nagpa-participate sila knowingly na, yung pakay nila is not 100% legit. like looking for loopholes within the law, taking advantage of this, taking advantage of that, that puts us in a very negative light. Overall, my whole life that I've lived here in Canada, Canadians are very, very welcoming of Filipinos. Yes, they treat us with respect. They look at us with respect and integrity. The moment things like this continue to happen, and I hope it stops real soon, the positive outlook that the majority of Canadians have towards Filipinos might go down the toilet. Okay? And we don't want that. We don't want that. We see that happening right now. Okay? With everything that's going on with Canada, with a very specific group of people. And sana naman po hindi mangyari yun sa mga Pinoy. Okay? Because that's not who we are. So guys, I hope that we put a stop to this. Let's be more informed as Filipinos. Kung meron kayong planong pumunta sa ibang bansa para makipagsapalaran, do your own diligence, do your own research, be knowledgeable because knowledge is power. Okay? Huwag kayong makikinig kung kani-kanino para naman hopefully hindi mangyari sa inyo itong nangyayari ngayon. Okay guys? So sana naman po nakatulong to kahit konti or at least na-entertain kayo dito sa clip ni Kuya Puto. So this is Kuya Puto, guys, wishing you good night, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you is in the world. Stay hungry, stay humble, keep your hustle strong. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye for now.
Ang aking